Today, I'm going to show you how to make delicious, warm, white chocolate peppermint cookies. You're going to want to make these. All right, let's go over ingredients. You're going to need 2.5 cups all-purpose flour, 6 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 cup of butter, 3/4 cup brown sugar, and 1/3 cup granulated sugar, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 20 of these peppermint discs, or you can substitute it for candy cane if you have that, and 1 cup of white chocolate chips. A mallet, a whisk, and your mixer. First things we're going to want to do is turn our ovens to 475. These are going to be quick bake cookies. You're going to cook them at a high temperature really fast, and they're going to be amazing. One of the first things that I'm going to do is add a little bit of flour to my peppermints in here, and this is just the flour from my recipe, and I just want to put in enough that it's going to coat the peppermint pieces so that they spread out through my mixture. Peppermint's really sticky, and I just find that any time that I'm dealing with something sticky in my recipe, if I have flour and I can use it to coat those pieces, then it will help it from sticking to one spot inside my recipe. So I'm going to roll up my little bag here, and I'm going to take my mallet and I'm just going to hammer these so that they break into little bite-sized pieces. Just going to take a bowl here and dump it in. Your bag might have holes in it. It's okay. Just a sacrifice the bag made. And for the most part, those pieces should be broken up. If you notice that there's some big ones that kind of miss the hammer, then go ahead and just put them back in your bag and hammer away again. But for the most part, all of my pieces are nice and small and broken up. All right, so I'm just gonna set that aside now until we need it later. I'm gonna take my sugar and my butter, and I'm gonna head over to my mixture to cream this until it's nice and fluffy and mixed together. Now that my butter's all nice and fluffy and creamy, we're gonna add in some other ingredients. We're gonna take our vanilla, add in our vanilla, our eggs, and we're gonna go whip that up one more time on the mixer. While that's mixing on the mixer, I'm gonna take my dry ingredients and add all of them together really quickly. I'm gonna take my cornstarch, oops, make sure you get all of it. Your baking your baking soda, and your salt. And just give that a good mix. Make sure it's all blended well together. I'm gonna take it over to our mixer and just slowly add in a little bit at a time until it's all combined. And then we will come back over here to add in our peppermints and our white chocolate. Now we're just gonna add in our peppermints and our white chocolates. And our oven is ready, so as soon as we get these mixed together and scooped, we can place them right into the oven. We'll have cookies in no time. So I'm just mixing it really well, especially since I coated the peppermint pieces with flour. I don't want any chunks of flour left, and so I'm really gonna give it a good stir just to make sure everything's incorporated and we've gotten rid of all that flour. This is where I feel like kitchen duty is like a workout. I mean, it should count for some arms, you know? Like this week I did arms, I made cookies. Why does that not work that way? All right, so as you can see, everything's well mixed together. I'm gonna take my medium-sized scoop for these cookies. These are in my Amazon links below. I have large, medium, and small. I think it's about a tablespoon scoop. I don't know the exact measurements, but I love these things. I've been using them for years. They make my life so much easier. I've also prepared my cookie sheets with some parchment paper, and we're just gonna do that 3-2 pattern all the way down. I am not really touching these because we're gonna bake them so fast. I do kind of make sure that they're balls and then just kind of squish them down together. For the most part, my scoop is pretty flat. I just kind of scrape it up against the wall of the bowl, make sure it's kind of flat, and then scoop it out, just touch the top a little bit. All right, we're gonna place these in the oven for about 7 to 8 minutes. You'll see that golden brown color kind of around the bottoms and a little bit on the top. You don't wanna cook them too long, and they are gonna be smoking hot when they come out. But these make the softest, best chocolate chip cookies. I love this recipe. I use it as the base for all of my chocolate chip recipes. But this one is going to be special because it is Christmas time and it is full of peppermint and white chocolate. And what doesn't scream Christmas cookies better than peppermint and white chocolate? While those are in the oven, we're going to scoop out our next batch. We should have enough here for about 2.5 batches. So if I counted correctly, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that was 13 cookies on that pan. Probably get about the same on this one, so just a rough estimate there. We'll count them when we're all done. All right, I hope you had a chance for a coffee break. It looks like our first batch of cookies are done, and I am so excited. Look at those. Awesome. All right, so we got about 34 cookies out of this batch, so I think that middle scoop is perfect. If you want them a little smaller, if you're going to a party and you need to make more, you could obviously make them smaller, little bite-sized cookies that everybody could get a little taste of something. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I will see you guys in the next one.